I just want to do a video update as we prepare to change batteries. Lots of fun being a cyborg. So I get to wear the cool buttless outfit. But the best part is I get the cool warm sockies, which I don't know. I'm sure the cool warm sockies. My favorite part of hospital stays. Chrissy's favorite part, she gets to sleep in the bed while I go through surgery. Morning. It's like 2 in the morning and I'm not sleepy. So I thought I would begin the Year of Excellence with some video logging. So I'm trying to figure out how that process could look. I'm also trying to figure out how to have an excellent attitude. Whoa, where'd my light go? There you are. That was freaky. How I can pursue a happy attitude about some things with my pacemaker. It seems like I'm getting a lot of electrical shock throughout my system that I didn't get with the last model, so I got my upgrade, right? And I'm happy I got an upgrade, you know, everybody talked me into it. Did not want to do that. Was not excited. Absolutely against getting a new pacemaker, especially right before I left for Costa Rica. In my opinion, God can charge batteries. He can create the world. He can create the universe. Surely he can charge some batteries, right? So, took the time, went to my leaders, prayed on it, listened to the doctors, and they told me, you know, everything will be the same. We won't change any settings, you know, nothing changing. You're just getting the batteries, new batteries. Well, then the doctor mentioned that you get an upgrade, you know, and we actually talked about some options, like there's wireless models and there's this model, and they didn't really offer me any choices. They just said, well, here's the one we're going to go with. And I'm assuming, of course, that they're making decisions because they're benevolent and they love me and they're just considerate about putting the best thing in me for me. But I have a hard time believing that when they don't take time to find out anything about me or give me options for choices. So I guess because we're spoiled and everywhere else in life we get choices. You know, I guess maybe in medical care sometimes we think we should too. So I don't know. How do you get excited about you're going to get to feel electrical pulses ripping through your body all the time when you didn't before? But now you do. So in my imagination, I'm feeding my elephant that every time I get electrical impulses, it's just tuning my body in right now, and it's just my body and my new device are trying to cooperate. So I forgot to bring it in. I've got a user manual, which is kind of cool. They sent me home with a user manual. I'm gonna have to go get that. I might take you with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna pause and come back with my user. Okay. Let's see if you can see this Medtronic for your pacemaker patient manual. It's my user manual. I don't remember getting a user manual with my first one, so that's kind of a cool upgrade. I hadn't looked at it first. It's the first time I've looked at it actually. So cool. It gives some neat information on the human heart and human electrical system. So I'll definitely be able to learn something. And again, it's 2 in the morning, so I thought about it, but I forgot to grab it. I've got my old pacemaker, which is super cool, because they gave me an old one. So I'm going to do a little research, find out what the difference is. Today is day 3. I get to take the bandage off. I'm following all the doctor's orders. If I'm going to listen to what they said, I'm going to do as they ask. because I'm assuming that they are doing this because they love being a doctor and not for any other reason. And that they are going to give me and prescribe the things that are most beneficial. But the justification is it's most beneficial based on clinical trials and clinical analysis and scientific, very structured, very rigid views of things, which life is not. So I'm not really sure how to accept that, because you gotta have an anomaly. That's what I want to be, the anomaly in their scientific studies. So I'm not sure how to do that and follow my doctor's advice at the same time. So yeah, so I get to take this cool patch off and see what's underneath. But I'm gonna take a shower first, just to soften it up. This will be the first time I really got to take a shower. Other than that, I can only sponge bath until now. So I haven't really felt human, but I've been able to get out and act human, I guess. Sorry, I'm gonna start picking at it and doing it on the screen. I thought about doing that, but that might be a little freaky for everybody to see me ripping this thing off. But I'm definitely not gonna do it while it's not wet, just because it's gonna make it a little bit easier, I think. I don't really know about ripping this off like a band-aid, you know, like do you do that with this? They don't really send you any instructions on that. They just say to remove it. I got a checkup on the 15th, so Wednesday. It is now Monday, so Wednesday morning I'll go and they'll hook me up and be able to do the readouts and everything, but that was one of my big fears going in. I'm trying to feed my elephant that I'm not going to be afraid of it and it's going to be okay. But that was my concern, my fear, you know, that I'm going to have to go through this long process of getting it dialed in, because that's what I went through getting the first one in. They said, no, basically we can put it in there, it's the same settings. So trusting the surgeons, trusting the med tech guy, Kevin, he was awesome. Dr. Jones was James, I forget his name now. Dr. something or other. He was really nice, working on the names thing. Dr. Fong, my anesthesiologist, he was funny as all get out. Joanne, the lady that did my IV, and my nurse, she was great. She's from Kenya, super sweet lady. Easiest IV I ever had, so that was a fear that I had that didn't come true, right? So I got just as much likelihood to believe that all the good things come with that. The Medtronic's tech and new girl, I guess she came in and did the reading before the surgery, and Ashley was her name. So very nice, very cool. So all those things were good. So, and she assured me that the reason that they were changing it was a good and valid reason, that they just didn't have the predictability with my old model where they could say how long I would have, but I was getting in that low threshold. It wasn't too low, but it was to that point where it may go in a few months or it may go like tomorrow. So good thing that I went. I think that I did the right thing to do this before I went to Costa Rica. I spent a lot of time praying on it, but we'll see what the upgrades bring. So, and in the upgrades and with whatever they bring, even if it is getting electrocuted throughout the night while you're trying to go to sleep, I will figure out a way to turn it into a positive thing, because it'll just remind me that I'm a cool cyborg and I can write neat stories about being a cyborg and making it realistic, and using technology to do it and being able to link up with technology, which is why I'm doing videos. So anyway, that's it for now. I think I may take this off a little bit later. I just had to get some things off. Hello, this is Conrad Moan Supertramp. I lied, I'm not gonna wait. It's not so bad. Thought I'd share this with everybody, right? The unveiling of the upgraded pacemaker entry. Yeah. Ta-da! That was fun. Thinking that may work better like a band-aid, but I just wasn't sure. I didn't know how they had it attached. No blood, no oozing, so that's a good sign. Get it close up there. You gotta check that out, man. Chicks dig scars, right? Yeah. I don't know why, because they sure do look like crap when you earn them. Yeah. Anyway, so what they did is like cut a little incision in the skin, and then I slipped a new pacemaker down inside of it. Look at my boobies. Sorry. That's it. Nothing else really to say about that. I'm trying to think of something really cool and really don't know what to say. I do want to bring in my old pacemaker though and let you see that because that's too cool. I finally found it, or took the time to go get it anyway. It's an old one, so they may keep it. They even put it in a biohazard bag for me. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, take a picture like that.